Hey everybody, it's me again. I'm gonna explain to you how I'm gonna make the converter by Sora. And Sora is a guy from GeekHack and the authority who made it possible to connect very old keyboards like an IBM XT or IBM Model F uh, to your computer via a USB port. Um, since I recently acquired a very nice Model F, I wanted to have it function on my Mac. So what I did is I did some searching and I um, got the ingredients for this mod. What you need for this mod is a teensy. Teensy is a very small little computer actually, because it's a programmable computer with a USB port that you can connect to your PC or Mac, and then you can talk to it. It has a lot of pins for in and out, and we're gonna use two of those to get the converter running. So you need a teensy. Just Google it and get one. You also need, not exactly this, but you need the female version of the PS2 port, like that. I'm lazy. I didn't want to get a separate plug for that, so I get one of these hardware converters that don't work for a Model F. I'm gonna take that and do this. Like that. And I've got my input. It's a PS2 input. These wires here will be connected to this board. From there, I'm gonna use one of these babies, and this is where the Model F will plug into. Actually, this is the wire of the Model F, and as you can see, it fits. This one then goes in here like that, and this one will go to the teensy. You also need to program the teensy. Sora made the firmware available. It's called firmware. It's like the program running on this little device that makes it possible to do the protocol conversion. Actually, the Sora converter is a protocol converter. So anyway, this is what you need. I'm going to explain how you upload the firmware to the teensy, and how you do the soldering and stuff like that. So this is the intro, and yeah, I'm gonna start working on it. Okay, it's me again. And what I did is I cleaned out. Well, I got um, the plug, the PS2 plug, in a state like this. I removed the outer sheathing of the wire. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of these wires sticking out. So I'm gonna sometimes it doesn't really work that well, this device. What you then do, there you go, you use your thumb. Well, I do my nail of my thumb, but sometimes that doesn't work out well, and you get a little cut in your nail. Anyway, this is how I do it. You can figure out what's the best for you. So I have this. I have the teensy 2.0. As you can see, it's very small, and they really backed it up good. Here we go. Anti-static foam. Remove before use. Gonna do that. Here it is, the teensy, and it's I remove it from the foam. As you can see, it's really small. The PS2, I mean the USB plug goes in here. It's a mini USB plug, and the chip is on here. There's a little button here, and there is a, I think that's a LED. I don't know. It's the first time I opened up a teensy, so I'm gonna find out. It has headers here, so you can connect it to a experimental board. Let me just check if I can show you that. Yeah, I got one of them here. Solderless breadboard. I'm just gonna show you people who never did this, that the reason why the pinout is like this is that you can do this. And that is really excellent, because now you can just use little wires like that. I got them pre-made, and you can just put them, they are connected internally in the breadboard. These pins, for the vertical, the vertical line pins are connected internally. So if I want to connect to this pin, I can just put it in here. So yeah, I can. The breadboards are easy for building stuff like this, because it's very easy to connect components on it. Actually, I'm gonna use it for my first version to check if it works, and if it works, I'm gonna solder it directly to the teensy. So yeah, let's continue.
Okay, here we go. You have to go to desk 30, go to workshop, go to XT80 PS2 terminal to USB converter with NKRO. NKRO means NKey rollover. That means theoretically you can press all keys simultaneously and they will all register thanks to this mod. What you can do is go to search and type pieces of the string, and you'll get to this thread where this is located. Or just Google soarer'smod and you'll get there. He posted at GeekHack and Desk30, and I'm mainly using Desk30. Well, only using Desk30, so I'm gonna use this version. As you can see, there is a Soarer converter here. Just click it. I already downloaded it. Unzip it, and you will get to a screen like this. If you go to the docs, this is what you get inside the zip file. You go to the docs, you press index.html, and boom, you're in the sort of manual for this mod. Just you can just browse through it. I'm mainly interested at the moment in the hardware bit, because I've got a pin like this. I've got a mini DIN 6. That's my USB. My PS2 connector at the moment. I have to check. There are 4 wires, as I've shown in the previous video. I need to check what wire is what function for this connector. If I know that, then the rest is easy. So I'm gonna build it on a breadboard, and when that is functioning properly, I'm gonna solder the wires directly to the teensy, and then it's party with little old keyboards. Okay, let's do that.
All right, here we go. How do I find out what wire is connected to what pin? That's easy. I use my multimeter. It's a not that expensive multimeter, but it does its job pretty well. What I did is I selected the ohm resistance function of the multimeter, and I pushed this button here to get to this little icon at the top that tells me that, I don't know if you can hear this, but it beeps when I connect. So if there is a connection, I can hear a beep. So let's try and find out what this is connected. Okay, that's black. So when I look at it, this is the notch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the black wire. Okay, and when I look at the documentation, that could be pin number 3. So that would be pin number 3, and number 5 would be, so this could be, wait a minute. It's this one, right? Oh no, I think that's the clock. But anyway, let's just find out. Okay, this is so this one here is black, and the next one. Let's try the next one. It's a bit fidgety. I like that word. Fidgety. It beeped. So this is white. All right. What else do we have? So this one here. I mean, you can scroll through the video if you don't want to see this, but I'm gonna just tape everything. Okay, so this one is red. Not many left. I only need the green one. Okay. That's not connected. This one then. I got the green one. So this is green. So this is not connected. I can check the last one as well. That it's not beeping. Just to be sure. Yeah. Okay, so let me just turn this off. If I look at this in the hardware manual, there's a little schematic stating the functions of these pins. So this should be clock. This should be ground. This here is data. This here is not connected. This here is VCC. And this here is not connected. So, well, when I look at this, I know now what my pins are. So, clock is black. Ground is white. Data is red. Not connected. VCC is green. So this is how I figure out what my pins are, and I'm gonna check. I'm gonna insert it in the breadboard. I'm gonna check the pin out for my oh no, let's do it differently. I'm gonna check what. So let's do this properly. So we've got the PS2 here, to the wire, to the teensy. So PS2, that's the clock. It's the black wire. and it goes to the, I'm gonna check now, the clock needs to go to PD1. PD1. I'm going to do the same for the rest. So I've got the clock, I've got the ground, that's the white wire, and it needs to go ground. Yeah, there's a ground connection on the teensy. Okay, the next one is data. That was the red wire, and it needs to go, the data needs to go to PD0. Okay, so we got the last one, that's the VCC, that was green, and VCC needs to go to VCC. So I don't need this anymore. I can do this. And now I only need to figure out the pins. I could have done this. Well, I'm gonna do this. PD1 ground, PD0 VCC, and I'm gonna check what my pins on the board are. First, are they numbered? Yes. So I've got here is the teensy, use the mini USB connector. Most of the time these chips are numbered from the top left. So this is the first pin, and it goes around to the last pin. So, but anyway, I'm gonna check on my teensy 2.0. I'm gonna check where my PD1 is. PD1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th pin. So that's the 5th pin from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. PD1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that correct? Yes. PD1. And that's clock. Yes. So that's that one. The ground is easy. That's this one here, the first one. So that one goes here. PD0. Let's check. PD0 is it's a one up from the clock. So it's the 6th one, and it goes there. And VCC, most of the times it's there, and this time it's also there. So it's on the other side of the ground. So these are my pinout. This is my little schematic. So now we just do what we came here to do. I'm going to connect the red wire is the data, it's PD0, and PD0 is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. That's one. Sorry. Okay, next one, black. It's clock. It's PD1. And that is one down from that one. So yeah, it's not that. Breadboards don't work that well with connections like this. Nah. Let me just take some off. Actually, it should work better if I use tin on it. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna use my soldering iron to tin these so they go in a lot easier. Okay, let's do what we came here to do. I'm gonna use my soldering iron. This one is a tiny one, it's for SMD stuff. And I'm gonna put some tin on it. Some soldering, what's it called? No, I don't know. Anyway, it's this is what you can do to make it possible for it's a lot easier than to put threads like wires like this in a breadboard. So, and the last one. This is turning out to be rather comprehensive guide, but I think that's okay. If you want to skip this, you can just use your mouse and press the forward button, right? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go again. I just tin these. Some tin on them so I can easily insert them in the breadboard. Where was I? Okay, let's start with ground. That's the top one. Ground is the white one. So the white goes in the top. That's there. Okay, next one. Let's do the VCC. That's the green one. Goes on the other side. Okay, like that. And the data and the clock lines. Okay, the data is red. That's PD1. Red is data is PD0. PD0 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the last one I know is the 5th. Okay. Here we go. This is now connected. Well, I'm gonna test it anyway. So that's how I do my prototypes. I'm gonna program my teensy now. I'm gonna check if this works, and if it works, I'm gonna solder them permanently. But yeah, I'm gonna solder these wires directly to the pins of the teensy. Okay, I had a smaller breadboard. It's called mini breadboard, I think. It was easier for me, so I just attached the wires like I've shown you. As you can see, the green is on the top right, the white is on the top left. This white is 0, the ground. Green is plus, it's VDD, plus 5 volts. And the black and red wires here are the data and clock lines. And I already connected it to the mini USB.
Right, here we go. We did the hardware, we're gonna do the firmware now. You need to select to remember what kind of CPU you have. I have a teensy 2.0 and that means it's an ATmega 32U4. Just remember this part, ATmega 32. Then you go to the PGRC's teensy loader. That's a program you need to program your device, your teensy. Select the operating system you're using, OS X, Linux, Windows, whatever. I have a Macintosh, so I click this teensy loader, download it, unzip it, install it, and you'll have a program like this called teensy. This particular yeah, anyway, there's the different hex files here. You've got a let blink fast, let blink slow. I suggest you try one of these. You just press right mouse button on the link and says save link as. It's a hex file. Put it somewhere where you can access it from the teensy programmer, like this. You press this button here and it opens up a window, and select the hex file, press program, and then press reboot, and if all is well, you should have blinking LEDs from these two files. I, on the other hand, just downloaded my hex file. It's called Soar 80 USB version 1, 80 mega. There it is, 80 mega 32. I cannot enlarge the window, but anyway, it's still here. What I did is I opened it with this, and then programmed it, and then rebooted it, and what you get then is I've got myself a shell. Oh, what did I do there? Okay, no worries. You know, I also got myself the plug here. It's from the large DIN plug to the PS2, and this little thing goes all the way here to my IBM Model F. Yes. And what happens is, if I do this, it really works. So my converter works for this board. I think that's excellent. Thanks, Zoro. I'll be able to use these keyboards, and I've got a Alps blue one that's also not working on the normal converter, and I'm gonna try it, and I think that's gonna work as well. So okay, I hope you like my little tutorial about how to do this. Please leave any comments on the thread on Desk Authority or on the YouTube video itself. All I can say is I hope you liked the video.
Okay, so here we have the final result. I just used a very small breadboard and I put some tape on top. So here's the USB, here's the PS2, and yeah, this is my little converter. It's not it's cheap to make. Once you know how, it's also easy, and yeah, just follow the tutorial and you'll know how to build this.
Well, actually, download your... What the hell is it? Download or upload? We're going... we did the hardware. Oh. So I pressed that one. I downloaded the teensy loader disk image. I uninstalled it. I installed it. No, first...